How are you this morning? Sorry, I'm just moving a couple of things so that I don't get ink all over them, as is my wont. There we go. How is everyone? Good morning, Debbie. Good morning, Holly. How are you? Lovely to see you this morning. So after yesterday, a couple of people made a comment on what I was doing. So I thought what I'd do this morning would have been nice if I'd put lippy on, wouldn't it? What I thought I would do this morning is show you another version of what I did yesterday. And also I've got some others to show you. So let's see how we go with that. Alrighty, so demonstrators, we all know we've got some new stuff coming up next week that we can order. I'm hoping to hang off until April. Good morning, Helen. How are you this morning? Lovely to see you. Thank you for joining us. Holly. Were you on? Did I say hello to Holly? Yeah, Holly's on. Good morning, Holly. I forget who I've already said hello to. So if I miss you, I really mean hello. Okay, so this is another way of using what we used yesterday, and I haven't even really thought about the decoration on it yet. Good morning, Marlene. How are you this morning? Okay, alrighty. So, Marlene, I have popped your birthday card in the post. I'm just hoping it gets to you on time. Sorry, might be a wee bit late. Yeah, so there we go. So I'm going to be using the same things as before. Now, because we are, oh, Mum, making cheese scones. Wow. Mum is in the house, otherwise known as Doreen. I hope you, yeah. Oh, yum. I haven't made those for ages. Mum makes the best cheese scones. Years ago, we used to do markets, and Mum would make, I don't know how many scones for our market day every single week, and we used to sell out every single week. They're fantastic. Oh yeah, hi Suzanne, how are you? Yeah, you listen while you do your packing and stuff like that. So yeah, thinking of you. Alrighty, so with the demonstrators being able to access the new stuff as from next Tuesday, I think it is, the 24th, whenever that is. If you were ever thinking of joining, now is a really good time, because you can actually put those new items into your starter kit. So the starter kit is $169 for $235 worth of product, no postage. You become a demonstrator. So there's, after that, you get a 20% discount on all your stuff. Just saying, now is a good time. I would love to have you in my team if you were thinking of doing that. I'm not a pushy person. I just say it because it's the truth and it's out there. I leave everything up to everybody to do their own thing. It's not up to me. Okay, alrighty. Hi, Carol. How are you this morning? Lovely to see you. So, for anyone who doesn't know my mum, she lives up in Bundaberg, which is about an hour and a quarter north of me, and they've just got over the floods up there. So that Bundaberg was flooded quite badly. And now we've got another cyclone coming in. It's right up north. So people like Marlene, take care just in case it comes down closer to you. You never know what these things are going to do. Sometimes they just come straight down the coast, and sometimes they hit land, and sometimes they go around the other way. So, yeah. All right, that's me. I'm going to go down to the desk this morning. You don't really want to hear me nattering on. Now, I'll just bring this in a little bit closer because I was a tad late this morning. So I'll just bring it in a little bit closer. There we go. Now, if you remember yesterday, for anyone who was watching, we did the braided cards. And I braided the card. Oh, sorry, I just jolted you. I braided the card down the center. Okay. So there is another way, or there's several different ways to use this. All right. So I'm going to show you another way today. These are some of the older templates that I used to use. I have photocopied them. That one not very well because it had a piece of sticky on the back that I didn't realize. And that there. Now, with these, as you can see, because they're sort of like spiky, it is better if you use a knife to... Oh, hello, Miss Molly. Did you decide to come in and see me? It is better that you use a knife, but, you know, some people might be able to get in and out of there with scissors. Good morning, Sue. How are you this morning? Lovely to see you. Excellent. All righty. So I'm going to see how I go with working off of these because I shouldn't really use these. And I'll let you know. But I'm not going to use those today. Today we're just going to do a normal card. So I really don't know what I'm going to decorate it with. We might have a let's, you know, everybody choose something to go on it type card. I like those. They usually turn out really well. So let me move that cuppa out of the way. All right. So our card base is going to be 5 3/4 by 8. Now, if anybody's got any questions, please ask. If I don't see them, the girls in the chat will see them, and somebody is nearly always able to help out. So, all right, so that is my normal card base. So we're going to start with that. Oh, I just might need to cut another one of those. 2 seconds while I find it. Or not. I thought I had a spare one. Maybe I don't. All right, I'll cut this one. So all I'm going to do is just cut this template out. Now, anybody can find this template. It is on Brandy's cards. It's the braided card template for a 5.5-inch vertical card. That doesn't mean it has to be vertical, and I'll show you that in a minute. All right, so this is this is Brandy's design on her, it's her printout, I should say, not her design. All right, so I'm just cutting this down so that it's easier to work with. What are you doing, Naray? Put that in there. There we go. All right. So basically this is what we have. And all we're going to do... Good morning, Tanya. How are you this morning? Lovely to see you. So what I'm going to do today... Yesterday we had a separate piece. which I used to make the the braid down the front. Today we're going to braid the card across here. So what we're going to do is we're going to place that equally as possible along there, and I'm just going to pop that down with some tape, because otherwise it's likely to come off. So try and get it as straight as possible. As we all know, Lorraine's not good at doing straight. So I'm just popping this across here, like so. And then what we're going to do, we're going to take the card, we're leaving it folded. We're going to attempt to find our scissors. There they are. So you can do these with big scissors if you like. I like to do it with the smaller scissors. And then all we're going to do is we're going to cut along these lines. So we're cutting through both sides of the card. Sorry, I nearly thought I'd done something wrong then. Yeah, so we're cutting through both sides of the card. Mum might even remember doing these. Okay, so snip, snip. Try and keep them as straight as possible, but, you know, it's not going to show that much. And through the top one, like so. How's everybody's weather today? We've got, it's sunshine, but we had rain yesterday, which was weird because I don't think it was forecast. Okay, so now you can see we have, I hope you can see, let me do that. You can see that we have that cut through the center of the card, through the middle of the card there. You've done those before? Yeah. It's been around for many years. I used to make these when I had my shop, which was goodness knows how many years ago. All right, so what I'm going to do now is this bottom one here, I'm going to take it out. Just cut it out. Don't lose it. We're going to use it. Okay, so now what we're going to do, we're going to miss the next one up, and then we're going to take this one and we're going to, let me just check something. Yeah, we're going to fold that under, and then we're going to miss the next one. We'll take that, lift that slightly and fold that under, miss the next one and do the same, miss the next one, miss that next one, fold them under, and then we're going to take this one and we're going to put it there. So that then continues the pattern and doesn't leave us with this piece at the top. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pop some glue on the top parts of this one. I don't know why I turned it over. If the glue works, there we go. Little bit of glue. And I want to line that up with that, basically, where you can bring it down and stick it under a little bit, just to give you that last piece to make it look. Oh, my cats are fighting. Just as well, hubby's in there. One of those isn't quite straight. Which one was it? This one here. This one. So I'm just going to push that one down a little bit more because it wasn't quite straight on the front. There we go. So now, as you can see, and I'm going to take the bone folder to it, but I'm going to do it this way so that I don't ruin any of it. Now, when someone receives that card and they open it, they're going to have the lattice or the braid, whatever you like to call it, is going to be there. Okay. Oh, what's happened, Debbie? Let me look, see. You've done them as well, Debbie? Yeah. Oh, that's great, Debbie. Great news. Fantastic. Alrighty. So that is what we've got. So then we have this that we can decorate. Now, you can also use it that way. There's absolutely no reason at all why you can't turn your card into a landscape card and use it that way as well. Okay. So what I'm going to do also, will I leave that? No, I'll do it now. I should be able to use this same piece. I'm just going to cut a strip of card. Let's see what I've got left from yesterday. That should fit. So I just want a strip. And I want to show you something else. If I make the strip 2.5 inches and then do it at 1.25. And that doesn't look straight, but anyway, I'm hoping that this will be wide enough. I want to show you something else that you can do with this. So this is an extra one, but I'm using the one that I've already cut. So I'm going to cut. Obviously, I'm going to miss the first one because I should have cut it longer. Let's just cut it longer so that it works. So let's go 2.5 inches, wrong, and then 1.25 to fold it. Use the same one, or shall I use a different one? Let's use the same one. It doesn't really matter because we're not actually using this one. So I'll just put some more tape on it. Oh, wow, a year. Molly, stop it. Molly. My dog's decided to, she comes in here, and as soon as she gets in here, she lays there and chews her feet. All right. Scissors, and I'm just going to do, doesn't seem like a year, does it? It has been a big year for you. All right, so now I'm going to just, I know these are already cut once, but it just goes to show you can use them a couple of times. I'm just going up to do the same thing again, and we'll make that other card in a minute. We're definitely going to make a card today. Stay on the, so So just cutting them again. Isn't it weird? They've already been cut, so I don't know why, but it feels awkward. Right, so we'll quickly take that off and I'll show you what else we can do. Yeah, I bet it didn't at the time, Deb. Probably felt like it was going at snail's pace for you. Which way did I go? That way. All right, so once again, I'm just going to take this bottom one out. And then we're going to do exactly the same thing as we did last time. So we're going to take that second one and pop it under. The second one. You don't have to pop it under. If you want to, you can just leave it on the top. Just makes it easier to have it under, because it makes it easier to stick down, especially on ones that you're going to use for decoration. Come down and under there. Miss one. Try and get them down as far as you can on this bit here without tearing it. And then we're going to do this one. And then I've got my piece that I've got here. So I can place that just underneath there if I want, so that we've got exactly the same again. So I'm just going to put a bit of glue again. On there. Just going to pop it underneath so that I get about the same as everywhere else. Line it up nicely. And I actually want that too. Right. So now we have that. Now we all know, don't we, that Moray's not a lover of ribbon. However, I'll use a dark colour. What will I use? It's not too thin, but I'll use this one. Oh, well, there's the end of that roll. That was one I must have liked. So this ribbon, I'm pretty sure is no longer available, but I'm just using it for demonstration. Alrighty, so we've got that like that. So I'm going to turn that over. I'm going to pop my ribbon here. Whoops. With a bit of tear and tape, if I can find that. Here's a piece, this will do. Don't know how sticky this one is. So I'm just going to pop that there like so. Give it a good burnish. Chop off the excess. All right, so I'm just going to pop that there. Now what you can do is you can just make sure we keep it straight. Oh, Carol, what have you done? I'm missing things. See, here we go. Hi, Lisa. All right. Oh, Carol. Yeah, I have a couple of friends that have done that journey. Thankfully, I haven't had to do it myself, but I know it's not an easy journey. Okay, so I'm going to pop that down through there, and I'm sure you're going to get the gist of this, aren't you? And then we're going to come up through here. And so all I'm doing is using these smaller holes that we have here to pop the ribbon through. So I'm not a fan of ribbon sort of tied in bows and things like that, but this sort of thing I can deal with. Okay, so then you have that like that to go down your card. You can see it gives you a nice, so we'll chop this off, pop a bit of tear and tape there as well, because we might use it, we'll see. Pull that through and pop it down. So that then gives us something else to use for our ribbon, if we choose to do so. Then, of course, you can always, this one's easy because it's the same both sides, so I don't have to fiddle too much. But then you could always do a small bow. And you could pop that at the top or the bottom, wherever you chose to pop it on a card. Okay, so that's the other way that you can use these templates. So if you want one, head over to Brandy's Cards and you'll find it over there. I will set, I'm not very good at putting links. I'll see if I can pop a link in underneath here at the end. All right, so let's go back to this card. So I'm going to do a centerpiece here. What I'd like to do, so it's 5 3/4. That should be now 3 1/2. Let me see. No, it's 3, and we'll say 3. So if let's use something bright to go with it. So what did I say? 3. Let's take it down to 2 7/8, and it was 5 3/4. So we'll take it down to, try it there, and let's see if I wanted any. Oh, go off, get off. That gives us a nice thin border around there, so we might just leave it at that. And then I thought maybe we could do, so this paper is Nature Walk. Okay, so this is one of the ones that came out fairly recently, and I thought I might pop. Before I do that though, I'm going to use, I think I've got some left. Yeah, that one. I'm going to put that on there, and I'm going to make it 1/4 inch smaller. So what have we got? We've got 5 1/2, or just under 5 1/2, and just under 3. So we'll take this out. So I'm going to take it down. That was where I had it before. So now I'm going to take it down to there. Yep, that'll give me a nice edge around it. Oh, that would be nice. Great idea, Debbie. It would be nice for a Christmas card, yes. And then perhaps you could do I've got one here. No, I haven't. The poinsettia in a smaller scale to what I did when I did the poinsettias. Let me have a look here. I'm going to take that down to so I had it there, so I'm going to take it down. Let me see if this is right. If it's not, I don't think it is. It's too much. No. All right, so let's take it to that's still too small. Okay, we'll try another piece then. I thought actually at the time that I was doing it a bit small. So we're doing it to there. So we're doing there. Sorry, that's what happens when I stop and talk. So I'll do 5.5 and then there. Or is that what I did the last time? No, it's not. So that then gives me that around the edge there. And then I'm going to use this one here because we're going to have a few layers today so that we can actually show off that nice little now I did this on purpose because I did want to show a bit more of that, so I'm going to take out about another 1/4 of an inch so that I can put that on there because I love to have the that bit showing. And now I'm just going to work out something to pop on here, and I'm not going to make it too much. You're right, that would look gorgeous if it was embossed, this one particularly. Now I want to take the ribbon out and do it. We'll see in a minute. Oh dear, you ladies are great. Alrighty. So I'm going to put these 3 pieces together. Oh, did you get it okay, Deb? Okay, so I'll pop that one on there. And we will pop this one. Sorry, I'm off camera. I realized I do that. I sit back and then you might be trying it tomorrow as well. I'm not sure what I'm doing tomorrow. I don't know that I can, unless I could probably show you one of the others, but it just depends on whether people are happy using. I'm just as happy using a craft knife and a self-healing board as I am using scissors. So if anybody else is just as happy with that, then the others shouldn't be a problem at all. Alrighty, so I'm just going to pop. I'm not going to pop it on there yet. What do you think we should put on here, people? What should we put on there? I'm thinking just maybe something like, oops. Just having a look. I don't know that I want a flower. Not there. Must be under here. Yeah, I was thinking of doing something like everybody's favorite leaf. Maybe. Sort of make this more of a mail card, I suppose, and it won't matter with that there. When I look at this, I can see you could also put ribbon down through there if you wanted to. Or the other thing you can do, if you want that to show up a little bit better, is make sure that your insert goes right to the center. So you can see if you put your insert right to the center, and I'll probably do that in a minute. Let me just cut this. And it's going to overhang it a little bit, but I was thinking of doing it in something like, ooh, let me have a look-see and see what colours go in here. We've got balmy blue, blueberry bushel, cloud cover, crumb cake, garden green, lost lagoon, mossy meadow, night of navy. Ooh, night of navy. Oh, and secret sea. Okay, let's go with a piece of night of navy here. Let's see if I've got any in my bit box before I go cutting up more. I've got a habit of just cutting into papers and then realising, and I've got all these, look. So look at that, there's a big piece of night of navy that I could use. Actually, it'll come out of that one. So let's try the night of navy. I love this. Absolutely love this. I think it's just about one of everybody's favourite greeneries. I'm really looking forward to that. The fern one that's coming out. Oops. Don't do that to me. I need a bit more help. It's decided it wants to stay in there. There we go. We should be able to get it now. She says, there we go. It's quite tiny down those bottom bits there, so you know. I like that. I like that on there like that. Just that. What do I think? Ah, okay. I think that looks quite nice there like that. I was going to have another one, do another one and do it with yeah, so it's going to go that way because I had it wrong the first time. There, like so. I think I might lift that up a bit. And because it's darker, I'm going to use the black dimensionals. That's the big ones. Have I got any small ones? Let me see. Pretty sure I have. Yep, there's the small ones. There's some areas I know I can get the big ones, but pop. Oops. These then won't show quite so much as if we use the white ones under there. Probably use another one there. I'm an avid, I like to put plenty on. I hate the idea of things collapsing. So just pop a couple of the smaller ones on. And because there's no stability to this, it's quite a floppy die once it's out. I want to put plenty on. I need something right down the bottom here because otherwise we're not going to, otherwise it's going to flop around. All right, let me take these off. Trying to be careful not to pull it apart. Normally with this die, I cut it apart, and I'm not going to today. All right. You like it? You like that one? That's good. Sorry, I didn't even check. Okay. All right, so let me now. Would you believe that one stuck to that one? Yeah, you'd believe it. Let me maybe lift it up a tad. And just pop it on there like that. Something quite simple. Popped up. Is that about the using the craft knife, Lisa? I just want to pop this on here, fairly central, like that. Straight would be great. That's better. And I'm just going to pop something up here with a sentiment. So put these away. We may have a little bit of time to use. I wonder if I could put that one through. I wonder if I could take that ribbon out and put that through the embossing machine. What do we think? I'll just do an insert for this one, and I think I'm going to stick with this. So I'm going to cut it at 5.5 by 3 3/4. Let's cut it at the 3 3/4 first. By 5.5. Now where I would normally put this, like just there, oh, it'll still work actually. It will still work if I still put it in the normal place. Excellent. So you do get a little bit of the other there as well. So we'll do that, and I'll cut a piece of white to go on the inside again, which is 5 1/4 by 3 1/2. Yep. So let's go 3 1/2 by 5 1/4. So I always like to bring a little bit of the outside to the inside of the card. So what I thought I might do, don't really want the whole thing on there. I might just do that. Let me grab my woo brush and my Night of Navy. Oh, and I'm just going to use this as a, I don't want to go too close to that edge, but just to bring that in. Don't need too much. There we go. You like it on the inside? Oh no. Downsizing your dogs. That will be so hard, Lisa. So hard. All right. So I'm just going to pop that on there. Oh, I popped that on there, and hopefully... Ah, you know what's going to happen now, don't you? That was silly, Lorraine. But that's all right. We can fix it. We will just put a strip down there. I did that on purpose, that green, and then I was intending to make the white even smaller, and I didn't. So let's put let's try 1.5. That might be too much. Strip. I'm just going to pop it down the side like that. No one will know. Yeah, I can make it an inch. By 5.5. We'll sort it. This isn't part of it. This is just, you love scones. Oh, Mum's spoiling my brother. He loves them. They won't last 5 minutes, I can tell you. Scones in the oven are ready for Ian when he gets home from golf. Coffee ready in the cups. So for those that don't know my mum, she's 95 years of age. Seriously. Oh, he hasn't been able to play golf, no. And she doesn't very often cook. She's always worried about burning herself. You go careful getting those scones out of the oven, Mum. Or will Ian get them out when he gets home? All right, sorry about that, people. Just a quick change of plan, and we'll pop that in there like that. So I don't know that I'm going to get... Mum's made cheese scones, Lisa. Yummy cheese ones. Now, I also have to remember that I'm not going to put my glue right up to the edge, because if I do, it's going to come through the holes. So I'm just going to pop that there like that, and that piece. There we go. That's our card. Mum's scones are delicious. So what do you think? Oh, I haven't put the thing on. Let's put a greeting on. You need to put a greeting. Have I got the stamp pad out as well? No, I don't. So, let me see if I can grab the stamp pad. The one I like in here the most is You Make Me Smile. I really love that. Let's see if we can make that. As you can see, because it's the one that's been used the most. So You Make Me Smile, I think there. I think this is going to be more of a male card than a female card, but I don't think it really matters. So what am I going to put that on? Let me see. I'll stamp it on a piece of white and then we'll see where we go from there. I'm going to use light of navy to keep in with the... I'm glad you like it today. You Make Me Smile. I'll leave that out in case I have to change. Now, I could put it on a circle. Let me see what else I've got. I think that might just fit. It might just, I don't want to use the longer one. Ooh, it's going to be pretty tight. No, I think I'm going to lose the bottom. Bother. Okay. Next. We could do a circle, I suppose, but I really want it on a long one. I think that's way too much across the top. So, what else have I got? Ooh, where's, what do you call it? Perennial postage. I don't know if that one's still around or not. That fits perfectly. So I'm using perennial postage. I'm not sure whether it's still current. It's been around ever since I've been doing Stampin' Up. I know that's only 2 years, but there's been so many disappeared in that time. And that fits lovely. Tanya, you're usually pretty good at remembering what's current and what's not. So what I'm going to do is I am going to pop this up, but I'm also going to just touch the edges. I haven't put any more ink on here from when I did the inside. I'm just going to touch the edges with the blending brush. And then we'll pop that up. We use white ones for this. Hi, Sandra. Lovely to see you. All right. So I'm hoping to have Mum down here sometime around Easter. I haven't discussed it with my brother yet, so... Or Mum. Mum does get a say when she comes and when she doesn't. Just want to pop that there like that. Now, do we need any glitter, glimmer, whatever? Or shall I just put some on? If it was a mail card, I'd probably leave it like that. Or I would, where are they? we've got the Night of Navy, and do you know, when I don't want them, they're the first ones that show up. Now, because I want them, there we go. Do you know, the silly thing is, I have ephemera that would do that, and I just totally forget I've got it. So what I think would look nice is just a couple of these. It is current, thank you. Wonderful. You think leave it, Marlene? You don't think pop a couple of these on there? Tell me what you think. Well, I put some of these, or the white ones. I think it would have to be the Secret Sea, because that one there is what? Misty Moonlight. That one's Cloud Cover. Because I've got a couple of minutes left. I'm going to take that off of there. Take that ribbon out. We know it fits. Let's pop this through an embossing folder. Now, you put it through an easy one. Let me see. What have I got? Just because it's what I've got out, I'm just going to pop it through this one here. I believe we can still get this. No, this one's on, this is the one that came with, I can't remember. The glass one isn't available, but this one's available as last chance, I believe. It's so hard to keep up with everything, it really is. I had to try it. I just had to. It does help if you don't have tear and tape on the back. But, probably should have done it the other way, because the this is the debossed side. But you can see you see it there? It looks quite pretty. Probably would have looked better on the embossed side. Pop this back through. So Suzanne is packing, so she's not going to be on today, but she will be back as soon as she possibly can. She wants to get her computer set up in her new place. It's one of her priorities. So we shall look forward to having her back very soon. All right. Not as straight as the first time, but it'll work. We'll have a look at, see what it does. Pull it down through, pop it on there. So it does actually look. Can you see the embossing on there? This is the debossed side. I put it in the wrong way. It should have gone that way, but yeah. I think that looks lovely with the embossing. Even though it's debossed, it looks lovely. So there we go. So tomorrow we will be I'll get hubby in here to draw the winner of yesterday's card, which I can't find. Oh, here we go. So this was yesterday's card, and yesterday was my... Hi, Anne. How are you? Lovely to see you. This was my giveaway card for this week. So that was yesterday. We'll do another one for next week. All right. So that's once a week at the moment. I'm doing a giveaway card, and I'm drawing them on a Friday. You like the embossing, Deb? That's good. I think it makes it a big difference, actually. It's not so plain. I would have liked now to have done that. I think that would have looked great. But yeah. Yeah, definitely. If you go back to that side, you can see, except it's the wrong side, but it does look better. Oh, is she? Oh dear, what's today? Oh yeah, Thursday. So it's usually Ellen's on today, and then if Courtney's not working, sometimes I'll pop on to Courtney's if she's on. So yeah, it's good to share it all around. It was a brilliant idea, Debbie. I mean, what you could do, in all honesty, is because we can't see much of it at the moment, if I was to just go over it, and like I said, I've put nothing else on this brush. Let's work it a little bit. You can probably see it better now. So you could always do that as well. Can you? Oh, you can see it, I think. It's so hard for me because this computer doesn't show it. And then when I watch it back later, I wonder what I was worried about. Okay, all right. I am going to come back up to the top quickly. Bye, Marlene. Take care. Look after you. All right, so that's a card for today. So one day next week, I will be doing another giveaway card. You just need to be tuned in and subscribed. And when I tell you which day it is, that is the day that you just have to put Happy Mail into the chat box, and yeah, not a problem. But we do have to subscribe for that. Okay, so subscriptions help me to get out there, to put more cards out there, and it's always fun. It's always fun to watch different people and to see different things. If you remember, could you please subscribe, give me the thumbs up? That would be wonderful. So thank you so much for joining me today, and I'm looking forward to seeing you all again tomorrow. I don't know what I'm going to do yet, but I'm looking forward to it. So I'll see you all then. Bye for now.